The more you reveal your pain, the more people might want to hurt you, so be aware of this. Although it doesn't always happen, it's common for some people to take pleasure in seeing you suffer or even contribute to making it worse. This behavior of sadism and envy, unfortunately, is present in many and can genuinely hinder your personal growth in various areas of life, whether at work, among friends, or even within the family. Therefore, learning not to show your weakness can become your strength, and in this video, I will teach you how to do this masterfully. By acting as if nothing bothers you, you are not denying the storm, but choosing not to let the rain drench you or the wind knock you down. You will be learning to be the master of your own destiny, firm, strong, and serene in a sea of chaos. In this video, we will talk about 10 Stoic principles from Epictetus, a great and renowned philosopher you have probably heard of. Moreover, I invite you to self-knowledge, where strength does not come from the noise of thunder but from the silence of the light that illuminates the way. Therefore, in the next few minutes, focus on the content and not on daily distractions. Let's begin. Principle 1. Stop worrying about what is out of your control. You are the owner of your opinion, but not of your reputation. You have the desire and zeal for the search, but you cannot control the amount of goods you have or success. Therefore, worrying and becoming bitter about things we cannot control is simply deciding to waste time. According to Epictetus, we are called to cultivate those values that we have the possibility to change, but it is also our responsibility to let go of what is out of our control and let fate take care of it. Instead of worrying about what others think of you, stay focused on your goals and objectives, continue studying, working, taking care of your body, and taking care of yourself, and let your success speak for itself. Besides being incredibly useful for everyday life, Stoic principles are teachings that can help us navigate bad times with interest and resilience, as there is no place in their philosophy for fantasizing, but only for applying what is learned and moving forward. Principle 2. Prepare to fail because it's the only way to progress. We do the impossible to avoid being considered fools, but Epictetus has a different view on this. According to his philosophy, one of the best things that can happen to you is to be considered a fool, as this is the path to truly improving both professionally and personally. Nothing you see in everyday life was created without failures and mistakes. J.K. Rowling was rejected 12 times before her Harry Potter work was accepted, airplanes took centuries to be invented in a safe way that could be used, and scientists spend their entire lives trying to get a thesis right, with many dying without achieving it and only being recognized posthumously. The Stoic philosopher reminds us that overcoming is not the product of a spontaneous reaction, but the result of a long path of trial and error. For it is through error that we can polish what distances us from excellence. Principle 3. Incorporate humility into your life. If you really want to learn something, it is essential that you learn what you believe you already know. Through this phrase, Epictetus calls us to make use of our humility, especially in the realm of learning. Going through life flaunting the pride of knowledge distances us more and more from authentic knowledge. As Socrates said, "I only know that I know nothing." This has to be your life philosophy. Socrates said this because, in his abundant knowledge, he realized that even in a lifetime of learning, it would still be insignificant compared to the amount of information in the universe. In this way, he recognized his smallness in the face of the absolute greatness of the universe and its sciences. From this arises the conviction that we are completely ignorant about what we intend to learn. In this way, we will look at everything with the eyes of a child, which harbor as much capacity for wonder as a desire to learn. Principle 4. Listen more. Listen twice as much as you speak. Have you ever wondered why nature gave us 2 ears but only 1 mouth? According to Epictetus, there is no mistake or coincidence in this, but rather a clear purpose behind this reality, not to fall in love with our own voice, but with the voices of others. It is by learning from others that we advance in life, not by continuously repeating our own discourse. Therefore, starting today, pay more attention to what the people around you are saying and less to what you have been advocating so far. Principle 5. Wealth lies in a contented spirit. Due to Stoicism, Epictetus had his particular conception of happiness, and we can know it through one of his famous phrases: "A wise man is one who does not fret over the things he does not have but rejoices in those he does have." This reflection is more than a thought, it is advice to learn to stop feeling afflicted by the riches that are not yet part of our life. You have a life, you breathe, and you have health. Just for that, you should already be grateful because many do not have this. You also have a home, food, water to drink, a device, and internet access. How many people right now do not have what you have? Have you ever thought about that? While we allow ourselves to complain and lament what we lack, we lose valuable minutes of happiness in which we could be thankful for everything we already have, which is much more than our eyes are trained to appreciate. Thus, a rich person is, above all, a happy person. Be grateful for what you already have and fight to achieve what you lack. Principle 6. Don't cling to a single hope. Fortunately, we are beings inclined to practice diversity. This means there is no reason to place all our hopes in a single dream, as it can be devastating if we fail. Therefore, Epictetus encourages us to pursue many dreams, as this will exponentially increase our chances of success. This means that just because Plan A fails, it doesn't mean you will be a failure in life. You can still try Plan B, C, D, and so on. Life is like a video game, it only ends when you die. As long as you are alive, continue in pursuit of your ambitions. Principle 7. Make alliances with winning people. It is curious how, when someone sneezes next to us, we immediately move away, invaded by the fear that they will infect us. However, we are not so cautious to avoid one of the most lethal contagions we are exposed to daily. Epictetus left us a wise piece of advice: surround yourself with people who make you want to give your best, because the behavior of others greatly influences our state of mind. Some people drain our energy and ruin our day, while others fill us with joy and vigor. Therefore, one of the smartest decisions we can make is to ally ourselves with those who bring good vibes into our lives, while saying goodbye to those who have the ability to make us regret being born. Principle 8. Always fulfill your duty. Each of us has a role in society and in the world, and the sun does not need praise or enchantments to rise every morning, but it does so every day, and that is final. Just as every part of nature does its job, we must fulfill our obligations too. Adopt this: criticism does not shake me, and praise does not deceive me. If we are waiting for pleasantries or praise to do our work, we are failing both the environment to which we belong and ourselves. If we know what our task is and are aware that other people depend on it, it is our moral duty to carry it out without waiting for anyone to remind us. Principle 9. Bet on simplicity. Why live in frugality if nowadays we have the possibility to surround ourselves with all kinds of luxuries? The answer is much simpler and more logical than you think, because wealth does not maintain itself but requires commitment and a lot of daily energy to preserve this system of luxuries and wealth. In contrast, when we opt for a simple lifestyle, we are no longer surrounded by the pressure of having to meet deadlines for bills, loans, and credit cards. Principle 10. Control of your life. When you allow the comments and attitudes of others to bother you, you are handing over control of your life. Don't do that under any circumstances. Any person capable of making you angry becomes your master. However, that person can only do so when you allow yourself to be disturbed by them. Epictetus makes us understand that there are many keys within us, and some lead us to happiness, while others lead us directly to emotional ruin. It is precisely this last key that we hand over to those who irritate us. The solution to this problem is to put up a barrier that prevents us from being affected by the attitudes of others, because definitely each one is the owner of what they say and also of what they decide to hear. Thank you, Emperors, that was today's video. If this video made sense to you, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring videos and ancient Stoic wisdom like this. A hug and see you next time.